Welcome back to KZ Academy. I'm Misty, a credentialed teacher with a specialization in second language acquisition, math, and elementary education. With over 20 years of experience in teaching, coaching, and tutoring, my mission is to make complex topics easier to understand and apply. In today's episode, I'm responding to a statement made by Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent. In a recent CNN segment titled, How American Consumers Will Be Hammered by Tariffs, Tom Foreman explains. In the interview, Bessent said, I think it was a big mistake, this Chinese escalation, because they're playing with a pair of twos. If you look at the history of trade negotiations, we are the deficit country. So what do we lose by the Chinese raising tariffs on us? We export 1/5 to them of what they export to us. So that is a losing hand for them. Since he brought up Texas Hold'em, I'll continue with this analogy. If China is holding a pair of duces, we're sitting on a 7-2 offsuit and bluffing like our lives depend on it. We've got no hand, no draw, and no plan. And when the bluff gets called, it's the American people who pay the price because the pot on the table is nothing less than our future. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent used a Texas Hold'em poker analogy to shed light on the current state of the U.S.-China trade tensions. When he said China is holding a pair of twos, he is trying to convey that China may not have a particularly strong position in the game. Twos, also known as duces, are one of the weakest pairs in poker. But the U.S. in this case is sitting on a 7-2 offsuit, which is widely considered the worst possible hand in Texas Hold'em. That means we are in an even weaker position. Yet, instead of playing cautiously or forming a real strategy, we're bluffing hard, pretending we have leverage that we don't. We're not only playing from behind, we're doing so recklessly, hoping the other side, China, folds. In poker, the pot is the money everyone has already put in and are now playing the game to win. But this isn't a game with play money. It is the future of the United States at stake. American workers, businesses, and long-term economic stability are all on the line. If the bluff fails, it is not the politicians who suffer first. It is the regular families, consumers, and workers who will be hurt the most. This episode is inspired by the posts I made back in 2018 in online forums, which helped lay the groundwork for what is now known as the science of reading. Many of the key ideas that Emily Hanford later presented as her research were already being discussed and shared by me in these forums before she brought them to a wider attention. It's gratifying to see that the techniques I've been refining for over 20 years are now being embraced across America. Her voice played a crucial role in raising awareness and bringing the ideas into the mainstream. That's it for today's episode. I hope this breakdown clarified the Texas Hold'em analogy and how it applies to our current economic situation. If you found this discussion helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit. If you have any questions or would like to dive deeper into this topic, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.